Hi, we're here at Coventry Golf Club. My name's Julian Mellor, I'm the founder of Proper Golfing Academy, and I'm joined by my other half, Joe.
Hi there. So today we're at Coventry. We're going to do 3 holes and we're going to get an insight into your thought processes and how you play it.
Yeah, and maybe look at some different lies,
Yeah.
cover those shots. But this should be an interesting video for you guys to watch.
Yeah, so lies are the thing of the day and learning about your strategy when playing a golf course. Yeah? So Coventry's got an interesting history to do with 2 cathedrals, one which was bombed in the war, also to do with where two-tone music was created, and elephant and castles, which you'll also see on the T-pegs.
On the tee markers,
To do with being sent to Coventry, so I'll let you look that up. Anyway, I escaped. Woo! Okay, so we're on hole 13 here at Coventry Golf Club. It's par 5. Stroke index 17 for men, 1 for women.
Yeah.
So why is that then?
So, harder hole for ladies really, because it's a longer hole. What you don't know, if you've never played here before, there's quite a bit of trouble down there, which just makes the hole a lot harder. So if you're not hitting the golf ball too far, then generally the holes are a little bit harder for ladies and a bit easier for men. So.
But standing here, that looks absolutely stunning, and to me, all I can see is the flag.
All you can see is the flag, yeah. So if you've never played here before, it looks very kind of a benign hole, but having played here quite a lot of times, it's one of the nicest golf courses that you'll play. Is there's trouble down the right, trouble down the left, and the closer you get to the green, the more the water comes into play. So,
okay, so tip number 1. Check the card or the course guide so you know what you're doing and where you're going. So what's the plan here then?
So from here, what you might notice here, Joe, is I've teed my ball up quite close to the tee, and I'm going to stand outside the tee marker. Now the reason I've done that is there's more room to the right than there is to the left. So the more I stand over here, the bigger my landing area is. If I stand that side, it feels like I'm bringing the water into play. So I'm just giving myself the best possible start to this hole. So let's tee off and get it into play and see how we do.
Did you say you've been practicing something as well? I think you've been practicing.
I have been practicing something. I didn't think you'd noticed.
You're going to let us into the secret then, or what?
Yeah, I've been working on my right elbow position. So sometimes I get a little bit. I use my forearms too much, and I close the club face sometimes. So I've just been working on stabilising my elbow. So putting my elbow more towards my wrist, to my hip, so that it folds naturally and hopefully unfolds naturally and brings that club back to square. So what I'm trying to avoid is turning this club face over too much. So here we go. Let's give it a go and see what happens.
So I thought he was working. Does that work then?
This is work.
Yes,
this is my job.
Okay. Yes. Right. Off you pop. Blimey. Is that gone into next week?
It's a little bit down the left, but should be okay. Let's go find it.
Oh, I wish I could hit a golf ball like that. I need a good coach. Do you know, I've known Julian 15 years. And I think I've had 3 lessons. 15 years, 3 lessons, that's it. Do you know what? I feel like a doctor.
You look like a doctor.
Carrying a doctor's bag. Anybody need
Feels like we're going to surgery. So, Joe, I know you don't play a lot of golf, but what do you see? So we've got about 250 to go, I would say, something like that to the green. If it was sat really nice, I feel I could have a go at this one.
Well, I just see a golf ball on a bit of grass. That's all I see, right? But I think you're going to tell us a little bit more.
There's a little bit more involved in this one. So as it sits like that, it doesn't look too bad, but the issue is when we're coming to hit the golf ball, this grass is going against the golf club. So what happens is it forms like a barrier between the club face and the golf ball, and it takes a lot of speed off it, but it also makes it really easy for the club face to turn left, and my shots could easily go left. Now if it does go left from here, I'm out of bounds and in a load of trouble. So my ego goes, let's have a go for the green, but my sensible brain goes, there's no point, I can't get it on the green really in one shot from it. It's going to take me 2, so I might as well take the easy option. I'm just going to hit a 7-iron and hit it up
so
to
for
the side
me,
of the green.
right, I would be just thinking, so say if I hit that ball and that went wrong, I'd like blame my swing, or I'm not moving correctly, and it's got nothing at all to do with that. Potentially it's all to do with how the ball's sitting in the grass. How the ball's sitting
in the grass, because the grass is just going the wrong way. Had it been going the other way, that'd be a totally different story.
Show us a different way then.
So if it was, for instance, if I'm going to move the grass, I'm going to move the grass that way. So if I got the grass going in that direction, now there's no resistance. I can hit through that really, really easy.
So you take a different club?
So there I can hit a longer club, but because of the way this is lying, I'm going to hit a 7-iron and just knock it up there. It's a par 5. If I can get it on in 3 shots, give myself a chance for a birdie, I think that's a sensible way. I definitely can't hit it on here in 1 as it's sitting in the lie at the moment. So let's play
nice
it.
from there then, yeah.
Yeah, let's play it and see what happens. So there's a bunker down the right-hand side, so I'm just going to aim towards that. This club shouldn't get me there. But there is that potential from this lie for the club to turn left, but I'm going to try my best to avoid that. Okay, so because there was a definite
I've got no idea what's happened there.
Definite different contact there. It came out a little bit thin.
Okay.
It's gone to the right, but because I haven't hit too much club, he hasn't gotten far enough to put me in trouble. So now I've still got a shot. Had I hit another club, so that was a 7-iron. If I'd have hit a 6 or a 5-iron, that would have gone too far, and then I'm back in trouble again. So the reasoning for hitting this club is to make sure I don't hit it into trouble, and that gives me a next shot.
So that's looking all right then, yeah. It's looking all right because you've got a nice...
we should be good down there now.
Okay, cool. I think that's really, really interesting though about the club that you've just selected there, because you're not going to go too far into trouble, are you?
That's
so
right.
like, you know, managing the risk, you thought, okay, I'll take, you know, a shorter club.
That's right. It just doesn't put you in trouble.
Yeah. That looks like an absolute nightmare to me, honestly.
That's sat down now, isn't it? That's really
This is a mental thing going on here now, isn't it? Because that to me looks like a nightmare.
Not really. Yeah, it looks.
So it looks not. It looks worse than it is.
Yeah, that's right. So what I'm actually going to adopt here is there's a lot of grass between club face and ball. Right. So I'm actually going to play this like a bunker shot. You know how we use gravity? What goes up must come down. So I'm going to use a sand wedge. I'm not too far away from the hole from here. I'm going to use my sand wedge. So what's going to happen when I come to hit it? I'm going to get grass caught between club face and ball, and that's going to come out a bit softer than it would do normally. So I'm just going to use my normal sand wedge from here.
Do not be scared by this ball. It's just a golf ball.
Yeah, so we adopt. So you can see from here now, I've got enough room to go at the flag from here.
I don't know what, I really want to play this shot because this looks absolutely dreamy.
Yeah, so had I hit it another 5 yards further up that way, then all these trees start to come into play. So that's why the section before, the club section before was so important.
So before you hit the shot, what are you thinking about the green though? Because obviously the green and the shape and the size and that of the green is really important at this point, is it, or not?
Yeah, this isn't too bad, this green, to be honest. So the only one thing, what can you see past the flag?
Well, it's a load of trouble, isn't there? You're out of bounds.
So out of bounds past the flag, yeah. So we don't want this to go too far. Honestly,
that green looks really quite scary because it's undulating all over the place, doesn't it?
Yeah, and yet it's not that bad, to be honest, Joe. So I'm going to use gravity. So what goes up must come down. So I'm going to make sure that my club goes nice and steep so that I'm hitting down sharp into the grass. Okay. If I swing a bit too flat from here, it's very easy for me to top the golf ball. So,
back to the bunker video on YouTube then.
Yeah, you've got it. Yeah. So shall we play it? Let's see if we can get this one on the green.
Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness me. I just want to hit that golf shot.
Okay,
oh my God.
Okay. Just going to touch far.
Yeah, but that, I just absolutely 100% want to be able to play that golf shot. That's just showing off now. Honestly, it's just showing off, man.
So I'm just going to repair my pitch mark where it landed, just run past the flag, but there's another one here just in front of my golf ball on my line, so I'm going to repair that as well. Remember, if you repair your pitch mark and one other, there'll never be any pitch marks on the green. So just got a little downhill putt. As always, I like to go the other side of the hole. Gorgeous greens, absolutely gorgeous. Let's have a quick look. Doesn't look a great deal in this one. Does feel like it's going to go fractionally this way, but downhill shouldn't be too difficult, this putt. Easy 5, but never really gave it a chance to go in. So par 5.
So we're on hole 14 now. Easier for women, harder for men, par 4.
Stroke 1, 402 yards off the white tees.
This looks like a tricky nightmare.
Well, you look at this one, you don't really know where to go if you've never played here before.
No
So there's
idea.
a bunker up there that's giving us a bit of a clue. But again, because you look on the card, this hole moves from left to right, quite a big dog leg to the right. So the green, as we stand, is actually over in that direction, although we're having to go here. So the problem is there's some big trees here. And generally, if you slice the ball, you're going to put yourself in a load more trees. And then up there, what we can't see from here, there's a pond up there that causes some trouble. There's actually the 15th hole over there as well. So yeah, just a demanding tee shot. If you get this away, this hole is very doable, but if you don't hit a good tee shot, it makes it so much harder.
So the recommendation really for an average golfer would be just get it this side of the bunker. Is that what we're saying?
Yeah, you could go, if you can't hit it far enough, definitely this side of the bunker and ideally left edge of it rather than right. The more you go right, the more the big trees come into play. So
what's the distance between here and that bunker then?
it's about 250 to carry that bunker.
Okay.
So hopefully I should be able to hit it far enough to go over the top of that.
Right,
but
blimey.
let's hit it and see.
Over to you then. Good luck. So, apart from getting rained on by acorns, what's happening here?
So went a bit too far left off the tee rather than where I want it to, but the issues that that we've got from here is kind of what's directly in front of us. So we've got some branches in front of us, a tree just slightly in front of that one. I've got about 180 to go. Lie's not too bad, slightly tight, but not horrendous. Now, what a lot of people do from here, Joe, and I've you know, when I've played in a lot of pro-ams in the past, they find themselves in this situation and they quit on it. They don't commit to the golf shot. So I know that my golf ball will come out underneath these trees just in front, the initial trajectory, so they don't really come into play. And all I'm going to do is commit to the shot. It's just a normal golf shot, really. We've just got stuff in front of us.
Yeah, but to most people, you just see those branches hanging down, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
It's also being a bit nervous, really. It's not bothering you, obviously, because you're used to it, but there's like things falling down on top of me all the time, okay?
Yeah.
So what we've got to do is just keep our eye on where we're aiming the ball.
Yeah, I'm just committed to it.
Try and blank out the trees.
Yeah, I mean, if you find it and you don't really trust it, I would just play one out onto the fairway. But
is that really not bothering you, all that stuff coming down?
Not really, and nothing's in my way from here, so I'm not going to hit any trees or anything with my golf swing. So I'm just going to make sure I'm aimed correctly. So I'll just pick my spot, set myself up, and commit to it.
Oh my life, that is a cracking golf shot. That, oh my.
Oh, it's just come up just
yeah, but
short.
honestly, to get that out of there is just phenomenal.
Yeah, really nice shot that was.
With all that stuff going on, really, well, you must be happy with that.
Just committed to it. So if you're new to the channel, you might want to consider subscribing to it. Remember to click on the like button and press the bell so that you get notifications.
And if you want more structured video tutorial content and to be part of the Proper Golfing Academy community, check out propergolfingacademy.com. That was a proper nice golf shot, wasn't it? You can hear the commitment in that shot, couldn't you?
Mm.
Yeah. That was proper nice.
You just have to be positive sometimes, Joe. Just really stick to your guns right and just play the shot.
Yeah. Just play the shot. That's a putter, Julian, and we're not on the green.
It's not.
What is it?
Texas wedge.
Now, that sounds more like something that you put in the oven, really. Is that a real thing?
Yeah, it's called. They call this shot a Texas wedge.
Oh,
so you're using no, you are using your putter.
I actually thought that he'd got something called a Texas wedge.
That's what people
call
anyway?
it. Yeah. Right.
Now
Okay.
I'm a few strides off the green from here. Why do you think I've chosen a putter from here?
Well, I think it's because it's more reliable, isn't it? More predictable.
It's more predictable. But look what we're putting over. This is one of the nicest fringes I think I've ever seen. So there's no reason why I can't use my putter from it. It's absolutely stunning, yeah.
We've just seen the greenkeeper and he said they've done something different, have they?
Yeah, they've cut them down to 3 mil, which is, you know, it's not too much longer than the actual surface of the green. So it's just very smooth. There's no real problems. Why wouldn't you choose the easiest club in the bag from here? So
let's see what happens then.
Yeah, so it's a few paces away, but and they've just ironed the greens. Did you see the machine they were using?
Yeah, I want to have a go on them.
They basically make
Have
them
you ever
really
been on one?
smooth. I have, they're horrendous. Right, let's see if we can get this one up to the flag.
Oh, that, you would take that all day long.
Yeah, I mean, you know, a lot of people would chip from here, but that makes it quite hard. I've just used my putter and knocked it quite close.
Just a point about your mine in the green though, has it made it different?
Makes it quicker.
Okay. So if somebody's just on the green, you've got to be mindful that it's going to play quicker.
It's going to play a little bit quicker and smoother. I mean, these are fantastic greens. I feel I've hit that close enough to just knock this one in. Is this a gimme?
No.
Oh, right, okay, I'll pop it in.
No. Oh, he's in.
Easy.
Woohoo!
Yeah, course is in
That was
great
beautiful,
condition.
wasn't it? How'd you feel about that?
Well, I would definitely recommend people coming and playing here. It's in great condition.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
Fabulous.
Okay, so hole 18, par 4, stroke index 7 and 9.
9 off the yellows, 7 off the whites,
Yeah.
371 yards, Joe.
See, now I just said this looks a really easy hole.
Yeah, so I've played this quite a few times, and believe me, when you stood on here, it feels like everything narrows in a little bit. So the key to this hole really is just the tee shot. If you can get that in play, then the hole's not too bad. So
We've got to stay right though, aren't we? Because you don't want to be going...
kind of right at the flag really.
Yeah.
But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go down my driver a little bit,
Okay.
just to shorten it, to give me a sensation of a bit more control.
Right.
And I'm just trying to play this one up towards our target.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
It's gone a bit right, Joe.
Why do you want more control then?
So I wanted more control to keep it in play, but I've leaked that one off to the right. I sat back slightly, held the face open, and it's just snuck off. So that's definitely something I need to work on my swing. But
Nice bit of a challenge going on for the next shot then.
yes, so we'll probably find ourselves near some trees, but we'll find it and get it
Bring
out
it on, eh? That doesn't look too bad to me, but
Lie's nice.
that looks a bit... All of that stuff. There's lots of stuff going on. There's hanging baskets, there's people, there's...
I'm thinking
all sorts
about a little bit closer to that, Joe. Look at this tree right in front of us.
Yeah.
Apparently the fairways are really nice here. It's just that I don't seem to have visited them today, which is fine. I might need a little bit of a hug. So the problem is I've got about 130, 150 just over there, but I've got to get this up quite quick. And then there's another tree right in front of that as well. So this requires height. So what I've chosen is my pitching wedge. So I feel that I can get that up quite quickly and get it towards, get it over these trees. So I'm going to go right over those,
Okay.
yeah. So if you're not capable of hitting it very high, the sensible shot is just to play out and get it in play. But
tip it onto the fairway.
yeah, but I feel I can probably hit this high enough to get it over the tree, and might come up a little bit short because the wind's fractionally against. But anyway, let's play it and let's see what happens.
Have a look, see what happens then.
So just to get the height, I'm going to feel that my backswing's a touch steeper than it would be normally. Line myself up and then commit to it again. That's the big thing for today. Commit to your shots.
Blimey, where's that gone?
That's gone up over the tree and just short of the green as I predicted, but yeah, should 2 putts from there hopefully will get us in the hole for a par.
Are you actually on the fairway?
Yeah, wait, it's on the fringe, just short.
Oh, let's get me bag. In case anybody needs surgery on the way up. Do you know what, Julian? You've so got walking legs. Look at me.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
I mean, I know I'm short and everything, but anyway, we're here. Okay, next shot then, Julian. What's the plan here?
So I've got a sand wedge here. I wouldn't normally use this club for this particular shot, but what I want to do is land this on what I call a predictable surface. I want to land it on the putting green and make sure that it doesn't roll too far past. Sometimes I would choose a pitching wedge. I quite like using an 8-iron round the greens as well, but if I do that, I just feel the ball's going to get away from me. It's going to run on a bit too far.
Because they've just been ironed, haven't they, and stuff as well?
Yeah, they've been ironed, they've been cut this morning, so they're relatively quick.
Right.
Again, really nice surface. But what I'm going to do is like a long putting stroke with my sand wedge, so the ball will lift, but I'm not really playing what I would call a chip shot, so I'm not involving the wrist too much for this one. So I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible. And let's roll it up to the flag.
Oh yeah, see that's the shots, isn't it there?
Yeah, not quite hard enough, but what I loved about that is it didn't get away from me. The ball didn't shoot off the other side. Just knowing these greens as I do, it's very easy for them to run 6-10 foot past the flag. Just felt a safe shot for me.
So that's a putting stroke, not
It's like a putting stroke with a sand. It's a bit like a long putting stroke.
Have we got a video on that? A recommended video that you'd want to say people
yeah,
to watch on that?
I've got quite a lot of videos on YouTube, but there's definitely a chipping one which we'll put in the description. Well worth a watch.
Because chipping from here is a risky situation, isn't it, really?
Yeah, I mean, I could have
for
putted,
everybody else, I mean.
It can be. If you're really good at chipping, then it's no really big deal. But because there's nothing in front of it, not like we've got to go over anything. But yeah, I just like to keep this stuff as simple as possible.
Brilliant. Right, let's do it then, Julian.
Yeah, see if we can finish with another par.
Yeah, let's go for it. Another par.
Now, what I can see from here is a bit of a slope from right to left from here. You don't always see it from that other side. So this is why I really trust the read from here. So I know I've got to hit this on the left edge, and it's a little bit downhill as well, so it might be quite quick, this one.
Oh!
Only just. Only just.
Flipping it.
Yeah, we'll take that. But
you'll take that?
Yeah, I've really enjoyed playing here today. It's a great golf course, and one I'd recommend that we all come and play.
We're coming back next week then?
I might come back this afternoon.
Oh, that's work, is it?
That's my job.
So we've had a great day today, haven't we?
We have had a fabulous day, Joe, yeah.
Big shout out to the pro.
Yeah, Martin's been really helpful in enabling us to come here to Coventry Golf Club and to film, and thanks to Coventry Golf Club for allowing us to come and do this video.
Yeah, so we hope you've enjoyed it today. There are some recommended videos in the links in the description below, so we'd love to hear from you, so let us know your thoughts and about some of the shots that we've played today.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.